Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses, all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. You know, when I look at our world today, with all the uncertainty, all the concern, all the fear that's going on, a lot of us have become like Humpty Dumpty. We're starting to be fractured and pulled apart. In fact, the Bible talks about this in Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. There are two words in those verses that stand out. The first is anxious. And the word anxious there literally means to be divided into parts, to be pulled apart. Much like Humpty Dumpty, who fell into pieces and looked to the world around him, the king's horses and the king's men, to bring him back together. This world and fears and anxieties and uncertainty of our world has a way of pulling us apart. But the other word that's interesting there is it closes in verse 7 and says that the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. That word peace literally means to join or to tie together in a whole. And the fear and worries of this life threaten to pull us apart, but it is only by putting our trust in God that we can be pulled back together. So I want to encourage you in the midst of the uncertainty, the fears and the anxieties of this world, to put your eyes, your focus, and your trust on the living God who loves you and died to save you. Thank you.